Yeah, it
Cool, man. How was the workout?
was good. Got a good lifting.
Nice. What'd you hit today?
I hit some legs and shoulders.
That's what I'm talking about. You went right after work, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Cool, man. Well, appreciate you hopping on. Obviously, I just saw you yesterday. We were hitting, so this is just gonna be super chill. Really just want to give some guys an understanding of what the training program looks like. A little bit about your story would be good to share, kind of where you were at, where you started, where you ended up, and just stuff like that. Obviously, how you just share a little bit of your story would be good. So I guess first question off the bat, I would say is just describe a little bit about you and your situation. I know you're going to City. Just talk to me about that. You just graduated. Walk me through a little background on AJ.
Yeah, so just graduated, came off a good season, pitching and hitting wise. Um, in the gym still, been in the gym consistently on your program for about a year. I'm seeing a lot of results, so I'm looking forward to getting into City, feeling strong and with a good program.
Talk to me a little bit about like your freshman, sophomore, junior. Like, what were some struggles you went through? Like, what? Just talk to me about that.
Yeah, so early on in high school, hitting was the biggest struggle for me. I've always pitching has always been fine for me. I've always done a good job there. I was lifting early on in high school as well, but I was not seeing full results. Yeah, I got stronger. My lifts went up a little bit, but I didn't gain any weight, and it was hard to put on a lot more weight, like lifting wise. And then when I got to senior year, I hopped on your program. I obviously we saw I gained about 20 pounds in a few months. Started lifting way more. Hitting went from junior year I hit about 150. Senior year I hit about 380. Had about 20 or in 25 games had 40 hits compared to 8 hits the previous year. So big differences.
Heck yeah, dude. And again, like I've told you this before too, just a testament to your hard work. Obviously, you were one of the first guys I started working with, and you came up to me and you're like, I want to get better. I need to get better. Gave you a good program, and you stuck with it. So again, dude, just testament to you. And yeah, fired up to see where you go. Talk to me a little bit about your lifts, because I know you were, what were you squatting 185, and then in the span
Yeah.
of what, like 3 to 6 months, what did you kind of work up to there as it relates to like squat, dumbbell bench, lunge, stuff like that?
Yeah, so I don't remember the exact numbers, but I know before I started with you, I was squatting like for 4x8 lift, I was doing like 185 for squat, and then dumbbell bench was I think at like 50 pounds.
Mhm.
And then after I think about 2 months, I hit a max of 315 on squat, and I was consistently doing like I think 205 or 225 for squat, and then I got up to 60 pounds, and then for bench,
Mhm.
and then now I'm up to I'll do a 4x12 lift with 255 for squat, and then
Mhm.
I'm up to 75s for dumbbell bench.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Freaking
Sure.
beast.
Yes,
Freaking
sir.
beast, especially as a high school. That's good. That's awesome. So obviously
Yeah.
we hammered it on the strength side, kind of in the weight room. Just talk about the nutrition, because obviously, like, I have a lot of guys on here who are trying to gain weight, who are stuck, who are kind of in the same shoes that like I was, and the same shoes you were, where it's like I'm eating a lot, but I'm not gaining weight. Like, talk to me about that.
Yeah, so I saw that struggle a lot early years in high school. Um, it really just comes down to like just eating more than you even think. Like I thought I was eating so much. I thought like, oh, no way I can eat more. What a thing that really helped me was the Mass Gainer protein shakes I hopped on. It's like 1,000 something calories per shake. Drink two of those per
Mm.
day. It's easy calories. Get them in. And then along with that, just like always keeping a PB and J on you, keeping protein bars on you, and then just eating until like you're gonna feel sick, but that's good. Like you just got to keep eating. So that's
Yep.
like the main thing. And don't eat like a ton of fast food or like fatty stuff. Just try and stay healthy with it.
Solid, solid. Then kind of the final sequence is talk about a little bit about the mental side, because obviously, as you've seen, hitting, pitching, baseball is just very mental. Just talk to me about that, like kind of where you were at, and then after we worked together, where you went as it relates to the mental side.
Okay. Yeah. So mentally, I always well, especially with my high school, we focused on the mental side a lot. My coach was really big into that.
Mhm.
So there were a lot of tricks I knew, and kind of just would always try and tell myself like, "Oh, it's okay, pick it up, whatever." It really didn't hit until after we started working together. Once we started working together, I know you do a really good job about like drilling and confidence to guys. So that really helped me. Yeah, I was confident, but it wasn't like showing, especially with body language and stuff like that. So then once that we started working together, I think I really got confident. You could see it. I'd walk into a room and guys would be like, "Oh shit, like looking good, look confident." Um, so that really helped a lot. And then just when guys would like point it out and be like, "Dang, you're looking good," like it just helps because with baseball it is a mental game. You have to be confident. You have to have that kind of edge to yourself, and if you don't, you're not going to succeed. So that's a really big part of it.
Heck yeah. I think you nailed that. I think you nailed that. How did you feel after getting bigger and stronger? What did that do for you just overall as a person
It
and
felt
baseball?
great. It felt great. Yeah, baseball obviously. When I before I started lifting at all, it was because I texted my dad one day after practice and I was like, "Dude, I can't hit the ball to the infield. Like I don't know what's happening, and I think I need to start lifting weights so I can hit it further." He was like, "All right." So I went and bought some weights. That's how I kind of started out lifting. And then after hitting the gym, like with you especially, put on 20 pounds, got super big, started lifting a lot more weight. Again, that confidence it just boosted, and that helps you even more in the gym as well. It just keeps on going. And then baseball, yeah, hit the ball further, feel more confident at the plate in general on the mound, just like you're there to do a job and you're gonna do it. Like nobody can stand in your way. And then even off the field, like when it comes to talking to girls, even it's walk up and you're like, "What's up?" You know?
Oh yeah. Feel like the
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
And you know it too. That's a big thing. So I guess
Yeah.
last question, if you had a piece of advice for someone who may be on the fence of training with me, what would you tell them?
I mean, you've never steered me wrong. I've recommended my friends to you too. I have a bunch of guys now that I know that are going to you, and especially like even if maybe someone's already a good hitter, they need to get in the gym. I think that's a big part of it. And then let's say somebody's all around already a really good athlete, and they just need somewhere to train. I think it'd be a perfect spot. Confidence is going to go up. Lifts are still going to go up. Hitting is going to go up. I think one of the biggest parts that I really enjoy about the program is the confidence and the mindset behind it all. I don't really notice it during training because I'm not thinking about it, but you always are like talking, mentioning certain things that really like help you with the mindset, and you don't realize till after you're done, and you're like, "Oh, that's okay. I see what he was doing." So it's really good. It's a really good aspect.
Oh yeah. I love
Yeah.
it, man. Cool. Just a little recap. So obviously we started out, you were what, 100, 150 pounds?
Yeah.
Now you're what, one walking around 175?
Yes, sir.
170, 175. Cool.
Yeah.
Bench went from, or squat went from what, 185 to 315. Bench press went up. I know when we tested out, you gained 11 miles per hour bat speed, you pitching faster on the mound. So overall, made a lot of progress. And again, dude, just testament to your hard work. And that pretty much sums everything up, man. Again, I really appreciate you hopping on.